What's up? It's Joe here in the Mountain Trip HQ in Anchorage, Alaska, and I want to talk about a few friction hitches. Friction hitches can be used in a variety of contexts. Some that we use on Denali are in the context of rescue scenarios, rope ascension, self-belays, and so there's three common friction hitches, and all three of them have advantages and disadvantages. However, in a lot of contexts can be used interchangeably. So I'm going to demo those three on our fixed line here. I've got a Sterling Autoblock Prusik loop here. It's sewn together. I could easily make my own one of these with some 6 or 7 millimeter cord tied in a loop. And so the first one I'm going to demo is called the Autoblock. And what I'm going to do first is clip my carabiner onto the loop and rotate the stitching or knot that's right next to the carabiner. Next, what I'm going to do is wrap this around the rope 3 times. 3 is our minimum amount of wraps, but the main thing that we want to do is make sure that the friction hitch is grabbing the rope how it's supposed to. And so once I wrap it 3 times, I'm going to clip it back in. And the main thing, like I said, is to test it. So if I pull on this, is it grabbing the rope? See, it's slipping a little. So a couple things I could do. I could add another wrap, or alternatively, I could add a few twists just to add some more friction. Once I add those, let's see, still slipping. So I can go ahead and add a 4th wrap. And depending on the diameter of your rope and the diameter of your friction hitch, they can work better or worse. And so once I have 4 wraps, boom, now I can see this is grabbing nice and snug. So that's the Autoblock. The second one that I'm going to show is called the Prusik. And this is the most classic friction hitch out there. The Prusik boasts the strongest holding power and bites the best in the rope in most situations. However, it can be very hard to undo after being loaded. So in the context of, say I'm ascending this line and I need something to grab, the Prusik can be less ideal than the Autoblock, because once I put my weight on it and try to move it up again, it becomes very hard. And so for the Prusik, same thing. I'm gonna, make sure I keep the bar tack or the knot at the end, and I'm gonna wrap that way through. So I'm gonna create a girth hitch passing the bar tack end through the other end, and then I'm gonna continue to pass that through. Again, a minimum of 3 times. We'll do 4 this time. And I wanna make sure this is dressed super well. The well-dressed Prusik looks just like this. None of the strands are crossed. And then I can clip my carabiner in right here and again, test it. So that's our Prusik. So the third most popular friction hitch for climbing is the Klemheist. And the Klemheist, once again, I'm gonna be working with the non-bar tack side. I'm gonna wrap that around the rope a minimum of 3 times. And then I'm gonna pass the bar tack side through this tiny loop right here, like so. And then I can clip my carabiner. Test it, make sure it works.